Good morning. Woo! It's a little chilly this morning, but hey, there's no snow. It was raining a while ago, but now everything's like frozen to things. So I got this computer. I didn't have my camera going, and it was funny because where I got the computer was right behind this drugstore that was installing a closed circuit TV that was actually aiming at the dumpster. I don't get that. But anyway, they were installing the closed circuit TV with this wire that they threw in the dumpster of the camera that was staring at the dumpster. Anyway, I thought it was ironic. And my pastor, well, my old pastor at another church gave me a grip of Romex. So I'm going to actually take the pieces out. I'm not going to strip it down to the copper, at least not the neutral and the hot wire. But I'm going to take the sheathing off so I can get an 80% copper rate for that wire. Also, take a look at this dumpster. There's some workers here, but I wanted to take a quick gander what's inside this dumpster. Oh yeah, there's some metal in here. So, but it's all frozen. So I'm gonna grab one just for right now. I'm not gonna climb into that dumpster, that's for sure, but I'll grab a couple of things. But I wanted to take a look. It's all this thin galvanized steel. So, all right. And it is garbage day on this entire side of DeKalb. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick run of that whole area. And also down in towards the college, there's another town down there. So I'm gonna take my daughter to class this morning, and I'm gonna take a look at that trash day. So, all right, let's get to work. Okay, first stop of this excursion. What do I have here? A little bit of metal. Looks like some construction. Come on, copper. Where you be? You're probably steel. I have to take a file to it. That's it, and that one. I'm not gonna mess with the glass in this guy, that's for sure. What is that? Looks like metal. Feels heavy, like metal. That's drywall, wood. Oh, that's not metal. It's fiberglass of some sort. So I'm gonna put you back. That's for sure. Hey, construction stuff. Oh, this looks like drywall stuff. Yep. Okay. Right. What do we have here? Oh yeah. Nice bed frame. I like that. That works just fine. Kitty corner here. And seeing how I'm here, might as well take a look, see if there's any goodies. Nope. Oh, it's a squirrel. Poor squirrel didn't make it. something was sticking out of this one. It looks like a vacuum cleaner. So I'm gonna grab my snippers. Let's take a look. Oh yes. Ah, someone's already snipped it. Okay. What else was in there? I didn't really look. Nothing. Might as well look over here. That's a nice little setup. I like that. Little curved driveway. So I think after this little run, because I got to take my daughter to college here in about 45 minutes, I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take the non-ferrous, like the computer and the wires and stuff, drop it off at my house. I got some steel there. I'm gonna load it up, take her, and just trying to kind of do a little tailgate processing. And then while I'm down in Malta, which is the town that the college is in, I'm just gonna do a little garbage picking there, a little trash picking. I don't know, do you guys view those two words a little bit differently? Trash and garbage. I think of garbage as a little bit more wet food stuff, and trash as not. I don't know, there's a connotation of garbage being completely not, you know, something to not go into, and trash is something you can pick through. I don't know. Maybe. See a cord. Also, that looks like a different kind of brand of a vacuum cleaner. What is it? It's a shark. Alright, shark. Your cable is coming with me. I hear dogs barking. That's a good thing. Oh, that puppy's out here. Right. See a dog on its tether. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Alright, I had my camera on when I got that shark right over there, but something caught my eye over here. It looked like textbooks. So I'm going to take a quick look. There's a puppy dog. You be good, dog. What does that say? Curriculum Understanding Waste Cycle. Ha! That is interesting. Yeah. What's up, puppy? Just checking out some recycle stuff. It's all good. Cool stuff. He's a big enough dog to where I'm gonna take a second look. That's for sure. Not exactly sure what it is. I thought it was like a shoe thing, but I think it'll actually work really well on my desk. Yeah, it will. Set on my desk, put my printer and whatever else on that. All right, some keep life. I like that. And this stuff was grabbing my attention. This little box. Nah. That's not even the lid that goes to it. But, right. Cool, a little bit of keep life. Actually, yeah, this is the back of it, so that finished side is, yeah, that'll look really nice on my desk. Good stuff. So a couple things grabbed my eye. One was looks like some wire was hanging out of a trash can before, and that looked That looked like a broken shovel that was not metal. So, all right, let's go take a look at that one real quick. It's actually a nice morning. It's not, they said it was supposed to be breezy today, but it's not. And I'm okay with that. Do I see wires hanging out? I do see some aluminum. There's all kinds of stuff here. That's what caught my attention. Yeah, this is chock full of stuff. Chock full. Start ripping into things. Looks like a sound deal. Coax? No, that's a cord of some sort. School bus. Alright, I'm gonna grab my snippers. Come back. Yeah, there's a few things in here, that's for sure. I'm not gonna dig too deep into this stuff, just because it's pretty messy. So I just learned recently that it's only consumer plastics that go into the recycle bin. Yeah, I don't know. I learned it a few weeks ago, but yeah, you'd think I would have known that, but I didn't. I thought all plastic, but no, a lot of plastics are not recyclable. It's scrap plastic. So. But yeah, so yeah, that's not recyclable, and I'm not even sure what this is connected to, but I don't want to make too much of a mess. Oh, so goes to that tube thing. Stuff is frozen solid. I want that thing. Wherever that thing is. Don't fall. Alright, you look aluminum to me. Alright, thanks guys. I've had a few people on my channel ask if curbside trash picking is illegal. And in my town, it is not. And in the United States, in general, it is not. Unless in a community or a town or local municipality that it is specifically forbidden, specifically a law against it. And there's not here, though. So I just want to let you guys know that it is not. And there's a Supreme Court decision. And I know that it's written about in comments, but I just wanted to kind of put it out there in video form that it's Greenwood versus California, or California versus Greenwood. One is a Supreme Court decision, and in a kind of synopsize everything, it was a decision that the Supreme Court was looking at. Because the municipality, the police department, wanted the right to be able to go to anybody's trash and grab it and look into it for evidence, you know. And a lot of people were saying, no, you don't. No one has the right to go through people's trash. But the police were saying, we want that right, and we're gonna push for it. So the Supreme Court decision said yes, but not only can the police go through it, they're saying that when people put stuff out onto the curb, they're considering that abandoned property and public domain. That means it's now in the domain of the public. It's in the public arena. That it's no longer belongs to a person. It's public. So So the police departments consider that a win. So now if the police want to come up to your trash and grab a thing of trash and then pick through it with some yeah, just pick through it, that they can. But that also makes it legal for me and any other scrapper, unless it's specifically outlawed, for me to go and look through abandoned public domain type rubbish, trash, garbage, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully that kind of clears it up a little bit. But also, doing this, you definitely raise the eyebrows of neighbors. So personally, what I like to do is to be quick, to go in, you know, to look at something, and to go out and move on fast, and obviously not to make a mess. Now, I am getting better at not making messes. Sometimes I'm oblivious and I'll leave a can lid open, or, you know, something will fall out and I don't notice it. But my heart's in the right place, and I put a lot of effort into not being a nuisance, not being that guy. And if someone says anything, which no one said anything, quite to the contrary, a lot of people will say, hey, you looking for something? I'm like, yeah, I was just looking for metal, you know, recycled metal, you know, or something to resell. And like, oh, hey, I got something. And we'll go off into the garage and the backyard and grab stuff. It happens all the time. And anybody that's been scrapping, what is that thing? Anybody that's been scrapping for a while knows that's the case. That people that get annoyed, I don't even know what this thing is. Is it like for a back patio? Anybody that does get annoyed, they've never said anything to me. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's very paper-like. So, yeah, so that's for indoor. But yeah, kind of cute. I'll bet that would work really well in a really big. So hopefully that my definition helped out a little bit. So is trash picking illegal? No. Can it be illegal in some small towns or a municipality? Yes, it can. In Europe, a lot of places in Europe, I've read comments that it is illegal and you can get in trouble. I had one guy replying some comments, and he's actually a really cool commenter, and he said that, yeah, he was actually busted going through the trash, going through a dumpster that was a trash dumpster, you know, for a landfill, and he got arrested for it. And not only that, he got a fine, and he had to repay the dumpster owner some money. So yeah, I was really surprised that in the UK, in Great Britain, that it was illegal. So pretty gnarly stuff. So any you guys that are in Europe or Great Britain, if you guys have something to chime in about, please do so. So other than that, no, it's it's a good thing, because the corporate mentality of our waste management is to get everything into a hole and bury it as fast as possible, and that's our version of waste management. And unfortunately, with the recyclables, what our waste management companies, and I'm not just saying waste management as the corporation, but as companies, they will take the recyclable container and put it into one of their trucks, and they'll cube it. They'll mash it up into the smallest little ball, and then they sell it to, you know, another country, or they sell it to someone else to recycle it. The problem is that China is just fed up with the literally the garbage inside of our recyclables, and they put a stop to it. They said nope, no more, and they have a lot stricter standards, which is throwing a wrench into the machinery of our waste management companies. So anyway, thanks for listening to my rambling answer to is this stuff that I'm doing illegal? And the answer is no. And anybody that's been on my channel long enough knows that I'm not a person that, not only do I do I put a lot of effort into not doing anything that's illegal or wrong, but I don't even want things to appear to be illegal or wrong. So anyway, all right, I'll fire this up when I find something good. Okay, I did about half an hour, 45 minutes of trash picking, got a few things. I'm gonna go back to my house right now and drop off my non-ferrous and load up just the ferrous stuff, just the steel, iron, steel stuff. Oh, hopefully I can make it through this light. Barely. And so, yeah, because then I got to take my daughter to class here in about half an hour. So I was wondering, do you guys see Uberism81's newest video? He was doing some midnight trash picking. Man, that was a good video. If you guys didn't watch that one, go take a look at Uberism's newest video. Fantastic. I was just, yeah, it was good stuff. So, and it was kind of different, you know, because Eric is, he's a you know, he is, I don't know, he might be the best scrapper that I've seen, just because he does all of the eBay and the tearing apart stuff right down to the component level, selling those things on eBay. You know, he does the micro scrapping and the macro scrapping, and he just all around that. He's full time at it, you know. So yeah, go take a look at that. It's definitely a different kind of one. And yeah, so yesterday I took my second ex-wife Patsy to have a procedure done, and it was pretty cool. I like having decent relationships, even though, you know, I'm probably not the easiest person to live with. I don't even know about that. Anyway, divorces happen, and you know they're. But you know what? I'm friends with my first ex-wife, Norma. She lives in that house right here. I live in this house. I don't call it the back house anymore. I call it my cabin, my little cabin. But yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, so her and I went went to Rockford Memorial Hospital and got the procedure done, and she's a nice lady. So oh yeah, I got some Keep Life. Yeah, so I'm gonna take my wire off here. I think I might even do a pallet run to get rid of those pallets, clean up my area. Yeah, it's looking pretty shabby. Got a little stuff laying around. Yeah, this doesn't fly. And I tend to do stuff like this, making little messes, but I need to clean it up and not turn this into my little hoard area. So, all right. We have a new addition to the household. Ginger. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Piggy, Piggy, Piggy. We have a guinea pig. Hello, Ginger. Hello. She's shy, I think. She moves her little cage thing around all over. She put those pellets right there, or the pellets were sitting there, and she moved her little walk-up animal barn thing. Awesome. Okay, so I'm back at my place. I'm in my little shed thing. But I took that shred to the scrapyard and got $6 for it. So it was 100 pounds. It was enough for my daughter and I to get some breakfast. That was good. So I think I'm gonna take some pallets today, but also I'm gonna do some separating. So we got some cords, and I'm gonna just kind of clean this up because it's looking like not so good. So got a computer there, computer there, computer there, another computer down there. Yeah, I'm getting just stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit with some contractor bags. Yeah, somebody's throwing out a whole bunch of contractor bags, so I grabbed those. It's garbage night too, so I wanna get this stuff thrown away. So yeah, time to get to work. Okay, I'm just about done taking my Romex apart. And the reason I'm taking this Romex apart is this sheathing does not weigh even close to as much as the copper in this at all. And Romex is $1 a pound. And this stuff is $1.80 a pound. And this, like, 90% of the weight or 80% of the weight is in this copper. So I'm putting that separate. And this is Bear Bright. So this would be like, I don't know, $2.40. That'll be $1.80 a pound. If I just turn in the Romex, it'd be $1 a pound. So, yeah, so I got some Bear Bright, got some, I don't know, I think they call it 80% copper. And then I got my household cables, which they don't require the ends cut off at all. They just get like, I don't know, 40 or 50 cents a pound for that. Then I got my low grade stuff. If I mix those two, they would give me, I don't know, 30% a pound for all of it. So I gotta get that separate. I don't even know if I'm gonna turn that stuff in. It's not really enough. Then I got some little dirty brass right there. Dirty brass just means that it's brass that has other metals still attached to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably just keep that around for a while, let that stuff pile up. And all I'm doing is pulling this stuff out. The part of my issue was, I think I'm gonna do a time lapse of my earlier clip, is that I left this stuff outside and water got in there. It kind of wicked up through that paper, and it was giving me a hard time coming out. So this is the Bear Bright. That's the 80% copper. So I'm gonna take care of a few more of these things, yeah, and take it to the scrapyard. So yeah, I wish I could just cut these ends off and get a little bit more money for them, but neither one of my scrapyards do that. I know that most of the rest of the country does. So just leave them on there, and it is what it is. All right, these are the last couple pieces of Romex that I'm taking apart. So yeah, I got these, I think I said earlier, from my old pastor, Pastor Eric. So yeah, he hooked me up. And the only reason that he hooked me up, I shouldn't say the only reason, or a reason that he hooked me up, is that he knows that I scrap. And it took a little bit for me to go from the guy that was a little bit ashamed of scrapping, and I don't want people to know that I dig through trash and I'm a low life, or because it's not true. What it is that the stuff would have been going into the trash, and the stuff is valuable. And so he knows it, and he knows that I'm an advocate for it. And so he said, hey, he gave me a text, said, hey Paul, I got some wire for you. So I stopped by over there, and I don't even go to his church anymore. He goes to a church down the street, and I was going there for a little while, and it just, so even though I'm not going to his church, he still gives me, a text and says, hey, got some stuff for you. So yeah, just keep your name out there, and stuff will just be handed to you. So this stuff was obviously free. I just showed up, picked it up, did some separating. So it's some good stuff. I think I was talking earlier about my my ex-wife Patsy, that I took her to the hospital to get a procedure done. And the cool thing is, she's like, I would have never guessed, Paul, that you, a guy that was, working in an office as a product manager, and you did Excel work and Microsoft everything. That was my day for 9 hours a day. She's like, I would never picture you out there doing work, physical labor, and liking it. And I told her, I said, yeah, it's fresh air. It feels good. I don't have a boss over my head. And yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. So that's what I'm doing now. And yeah, so we just never know. And yeah, I've always been a white collar, I shouldn't say always, a white collar person, because I taught electronics in the military. I did it for a while. I think for 3.5 years I was a tool carrying technician on board a Coast Guard ship, working on a naval weapons system, the 3-inch naval gun, actually 76 millimeter. So it's, the bullets are fairly decent size. But I worked on the fire control system, the part that actually did the aiming. It's pretty difficult to shoot an airplane that's 5 miles away with a bullet. So there's a lot of electronics that are involved. and a lot of servo systems and synchros and servos and digital computers and all that stuff. So that's what I did. But I like teaching. I liked the aspect of communicating, which I think you guys can tell. That's just a gift that God gave me. You know, I'm not a super gift, but it's something I like to do. So anyway, she was just very surprised. She's like, I can't believe you really get into that stuff. And I do. I love it. I like this stuff. I like getting my hands into this. And when I do have my energy, yeah, let's do it. And I like my magnet. I can just throw it in a dumpster and clink, stick to something. I don't know if it'll stick to this huge, yeah, that's a pretty heavy, does it? Oh, dude, that's a heavy chain too. So, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go take this to a scrapyard. Let's do it. All right, so now I'm leaving that internal, it's like a drive-in for non-ferrous for the wire. So I get a slip, and then I drive over to the office here. Man, I got cold. Yeah, been outside for an hour separating this stuff. So, all right, let's go run in. So it doesn't actually say what, it just has weights. So I had, yeah, this just has weights on it and category numbers. So I'm gonna run in and yeah, let's do this. $25.53. So if you look here, so I got $2.38 a pound. I had 1 pound of Bear Bright. I probably should just kept that for a little while. For insulated copper wire number 2, my extension cords and whatever, the household wire, was 45 cents a pound, and that was $10.35. And then I had the data wire, I had that separate, which was 16 cents a pound, significantly less. So I got 80 cents total for that. And then I had 8 pounds of 80% insulated copper wire, and so it was $1.50. I thought it was $1.80, but it's $1.50 a pound. So I got 12 bucks for that. So earlier today I got what, $6 for that shred, and then the 25 bucks. So yeah, might be a little bit early, but I think I'm gonna go get some lunch. Yeah, I want some food. I'm hungry, and plus I'm cold. You know, I don't know about you guys. When you guys get cold and you're out working, and you get that chill, it's hard to snap out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go warm up, and it takes a little bit of time. My feet are like cold. So, all right, let's get going.